Well, I think we are live. I think we are live. So yeah, we are live. Okay. So yeah, so welcome to this first live stream of Epic Cardboard Props. It's my very first live stream ever. I've never been live stream on this channel or everyone else, even on my personal stuff on Facebook and everything. So it's really a big thing for me. It's the first time that I have to deal with all the technical things related to the live stream. It's a really first one. I plan to make a lot of them in the future, maybe once a week. I have to define that with you guys, but yeah. So I'm glad to be in here today and to enjoy this first live stream with you. As you can see, English is not my first language, so be nice with this. You're going to see me screwing up my English a lot, and I mean really a lot, because my English is really not to the point. It's really, you know, when I record my videos, I have all the time that I want to make them, to restart the thing, but with live it's not the same deal. So be nice with it. I think I will have to repeat myself a couple of times for you to understand me correctly, maybe. But don't hesitate to let me in the chat if you don't understand something and you need me to repeat something. It's normal. It's okay. I know that my English is really not okay, and I'm okay with it. So you can say me if you don't understand something. Just I'm a little bit afraid. I can see that there are 18 people on the here, but I can't see any of your comments. So yeah, okay. There is. So yeah, okay. So you are there. Glad to see you, Gaming Boy. Hi everyone. Hello Card Z. Sorry, Kevin Kong. How are you doing, man? So glad to see you in here. It's cool. Yeah. There is quite a lot of people here. It's cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's good. I didn't expect to have too much of people here. So because it's the first one, and yeah. Hi, Shumai Haman. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Sorry about that if I messed up your name. And hi, Gavin Hill. Hi, Gavin Hill. How are you doing? How chill? Yeah. So it's cool. So yeah. So today I'm going to speak about a couple of things about my prop and stuff, about some questions that I get a lot to my channel, like why I don't paint my props. Things like that, because I know that it's a questions that a lot of you ask me in the comments and everywhere. Yeah, but there is a reason for that. And yeah, and if you have any questions, it's a Q&A sessions too. So if you have any questions about any of my props, leave them in the comments, in the chat too, and I'll try to answer them as much as I can, maybe by showing some stuff here. And yeah. So yeah, and so today I celebrate 10,000 subscribers. So it's a big thing for me, and I wanted to thank you guys because I wouldn't be there if it wasn't for you. And it's been 1 year to do that, to reach that amount, and it was a lot of work with my stuff, but I'm quite happy with these milestones, because, you know, 10,000 subscribers with just only 24 videos, I think I've made so far. So yeah, it's not a lot, and it's a lot of subscribers for that amount of videos. So yeah, I'm glad with it, and I think it will be faster in the future, I hope. And yeah, so yeah, so why I don't paint my props? Why I don't paint my props? So there is a reason, as I said before. It's because cardboard is not made for this. I know that with this amount of accuracy in the details and everything, you think that it will be much better if it was painted, and I get that. But the problem is that cardboard, whatever the amount of time you spent on working on it, whatever how you're good on it, cardboard won't never be a perfect props at the end. And because of that, painting is not a good thing, because if you paint something of cardboard, like, you know, if like this one, for example, you know, the Terminator arm, the problem is that you'll be able to see all the imperfection at the end. And instead of saying cardboard that is really well done, you know, the effect wow that you see, yeah, it's cardboard. I can't believe that it's made of cardboard. It's crazy, but I can see it's cardboard. But you know what I mean? But if it was painted, you would see the perfect props, but the skin accurate props, but with a lot of defro, with a lot of flaws. And you wouldn't be that way. You wouldn't think that it's a great round because it's a lot of flaws. And if I wanted to make perfect, accurate props, I think as simply you will use different material like foam, plastic, even wood, things like that. So yeah, let's see what questions, what you said in the chat. Thank you, Ashishi. Congrats, buddy, for the subs, for the 10K subs. It's cool. Thank you. I don't see. Okay, sorry, I was just watching something. Okay, so yeah, okay, now we have 10K. Yeah, you are the best. Thank you, Shumaila man. Could you ask which movies you helped in, so can I watch and see what it is you do? Which movies you helped in, so I can watch and see what is you do. You mean, I'm not sure I understand your questions, Kevin Kong, because do you speak about the movies I'm working in as a Steadicam operator? Because you know my full-time job now is Steadicam operator. I not make a living from YouTube just yet, so I'm still Steadicam operator in the movie industry. So I don't know if you speak about that. I work in a lot of movies, feature film and show series, mostly in London because I live in UK. And yeah, but I think I don't know if you will know some of them. Maybe we can speak about that another time, because I can't really tell some of them I'm working on right now, because you know it's a thing. I have to keep some of them secret because it's not finished yet. And yeah, well, actually you have 20. Yeah, it's true. Actually, I have 25 videos. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't have, even with this little amount of videos, I tend to not keep the record in my mind. Yeah, I'm French, Mathieu the Pro. I'm French because you are French too. So enchanté, Mathieu. Je suis content de faire ta connaissance. Voilà. I speak French fluently. Fortunately, most of you are English, so I'm gonna keep going to speak in English with my bad English. Sorry about that again. And yeah, sorry. Yes, that it is what I mean. Okay, Kevin. Yes, yeah, yeah. Maybe we speak about that later, because now you know it's the first live stream. I don't really want to speak about my. We can speak about my full-time job as a Steadicam operator, but I don't really want to enter in the details, you know, the details of my full-time job as a Steadicam operator. I don't work in the big movies that you know. If your question, I don't work in, I don't know, Iron Man or Marvel movies or things like this. It's not. I'm not in that kind of industry, and mostly because it's not in UK. But I work in UK in feature film, and some of them are pretty big, and some of them are not. I make a lot of. I work on a lot of promotional music videos too in UK. You probably saw some of them. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm your big fan. Thank you, Federico Janata. Thank you very much. It's very nice. Hey, John Moran. Hey, thank you. Hey, congratulations. I can't believe that you got that many subscriptions first time I saw you live. Yeah, thank you. And you are a big, you really, really important in this community, because you talk a lot in the comments, John. So I really appreciate that. And I also wanted to let you know that because today is a special day, it's a celebration day, I make a big discount, not a big discount, I make a 10% discount on my merchandise. So if you want to see that in the description box, you'll see that my merchandise and everything, a lot of things about Marvel and sweatshirt, hoodies, and things like that. And you have to enter the promote code EPIC, EPIC, and EPIC, and you will have the 10% reduction. And it's available only today. After that, it will be gone. So if you want to check that out, feel free to have a look. Yeah, so Federico, yeah, John. Hey, Aka vlog from Amir Khan. How are you doing, guy? Bro, you do your best. Thank you. Yeah. So, do you have questions about anything about? I don't know if some of you try to make some of my tutorials or things like that. This live stream, I'm here to do that too. So if you have questions about anything about my tutorials, if you're struggling with some part or steps of some of my builds or tutorials, don't hesitate to let me know in the chat. I'll try to answer them as much as possible. And another thing that I want to let you know is that I have 4 cats here. Actually, I have 5 cats a few weeks ago, but one of them died a few weeks ago. It's sad, but it's that kind of thing happened, unfortunately. And I have 4 cats, so sometimes you probably going to hear some noise from them, or some of them might be jumped behind me or things like that. So yeah. Inspiration for making this pros. Mythical Mystery asked me if Mythical Mystery asked me, we want to know your inspiration for making these props. My inspirations actually is multiple, because of course my first inspiration is movies. I'm a big cinema lover. I'm a big movie lover. I love mostly science fiction movies, but I love really all type of movies. I'm really open to that. And so 1 year ago, I saw a channel that is called Mood Brains DIY TV DIY. And it's a channel that basically does the same thing as me, but this guy is really, really, really good. I think I will have to. I don't know if I can put a link in the chat. It's a little bit difficult, but yes, this guy is really awesome. If you can check this channel, he make awesome things like me out of cardboard. Actually, this one is it's a shame, because I completely copy that from his tutorial. It's not a tutorial, it was a time-lapse video, and really long time-lapse video, and I made this one following what he did in these videos, and I felt in love with it. And but at this time, I think he wasn't really active on YouTube, and I tried to reach him out to ask if I could make videos on this one too, and I didn't have an answer in this time. So I made this one anyway, and now he's back on YouTube. He make a lot of awesome things on YouTube, and but I have this shame for me, because I copy all his work, and basically this one was all on him. It's in his work. But so, and yeah, I saw a lot of things that he made out of cardboard. He made, for example, Darth Vader helmet entirely from cardboard. It's amazing, guys. You have to see that. He made the things in 3 parts. You know, the top, the helmet, and the bottom of the helmet in 3 parts. It's awesome, really, really awesome. And so you have to check that. His name is Mood Brain TV. Mood. I write it. I'm gonna write it in the chat. Mood Brain TV. Non, je crois. Mood Brain TV DIY. And yeah, he make a lot of really good things. So check that out. It's really awesome. So yeah. Oh, cats. Yeah. I have a lot of cats. 4 cats, and I think you can hear one of them pretty angry right now. Hey, Catherine. So guys, you have to know, Catherine Urbain, which is in the chat, is my sister. is my sister, sorry. Catherine is my sister, and hi, Catherine. So she lives in Switzerland, and because I grew up in Switzerland, you have to know that. I'm French, but I grew up in Switzerland. I don't know if you know that. I think you don't know that, but Switzerland is not France. It's of course, it's another country, and it's a small country. And I grew up in Switzerland, and yeah. Thank you, Catherine. And yeah, so it's I grew up in Switzerland, and if you know a little bit more about what I've done and everything, I grew up in Switzerland until I was 20, and when I was 20 years old, I had to make my military service in Switzerland, which is compulsory. You have to do that in Switzerland. I don't know why it's still like this today. It's every citizen have to do that. And after that, I went to Paris to begin a cinema school. And after this cinema school, I started to work as a Steadicam operator, which is a kind of cameraman with a big machine on my back. It's heavy. It's really heavy. And yeah, so yeah. And a couple years ago, I decided to move to London to different reason. And actually, I work a lot in Paris. I'm still working a lot in Paris at the moment. So it's complicated because I have two big networks, which is Paris and London. So yeah. So this is pretty much my my past, my parkour. I don't know. I love your channel, Bluegrass Speaker said. I love your channel. Thank you, Bluegrass Speaker. It's really nice. It's really I'm so excited and happy to see you here in the chat. I can see 16 people here. I think it's normal because it's the first one, and I said that I was live just this morning, so it's a really new thing. A lot of people didn't see the news. Je suis frère de toi, mon son. Okay. Shumai Aman say, I'm subscribed to your YouTube channel. Please say my name, please. Shumai Aman. I think I pronounce it correctly. I'm not sure. I hope. And yeah, last speaker. What do you have? So yeah, let me know your questions if you have questions. I will be really happy to answer them, all of them. Okay, so okay. So yeah, so yeah, so I wanted to speak about couple of things here. The first one was the fact why I don't pay my props. See if you have question about this, let me know in the chat. I think I was pretty clear the reason why I don't do that. I know that I'm aware that some of you won't agree with me, but yes, it's my choice. And yeah, and I think it's that. And this live stream is going to be basically what I said before. I'm going to make Q&A with you to answer all of your questions about your bills, about these tutorials, because I know that they are really tricky. They are not easy to make. It's made out of cardboard, yeah, but it's not easy. So I know that the thing that you expect when you find this kind of channel is working with tutorial, easy to make some things. They are easy in a way that you don't have to buy complicated materials, or you don't have to have tricky tools or really expensive 3D printers or things like that. You can do all of this with almost nothing. If you have a couple of cardboard boxes and maybe just a knife, a precision knife, because I think that point is important. Some of you asked me in the past if it was possible to make them with a scissor, to cut the pieces with a scissor, and I think it's not the best way to do that. So you need some tools, but they are not expensive. They are pretty cheap to have. They are really cheap, and so yeah, I think it's really cool, because that's what passioned me to do that, because it's what I love about doing this is to teach you to make these awesome things with just what you have in your home, just couple of things, and not. I'm not saying that the things that my colleagues do, like Odin makes. I think all of you know him, and people like this. What they do are really awesome. It's really great thing that they made, but it's not made for everyone. I try to make my thing for cinema lovers that don't really want to invest their money and thing on big stuff, because it's not. I wouldn't do that too. You know what I mean? It's I want these props because I'm cinema lovers, but I don't want to have a room with 3D printers and big machine and tools and everything to make this stuff. You know what I mean? So I think. Hey man, hey Ahab, Kenneth. Hey Kenneth, how are you doing? I remember you. I know it was crazy. Ahab, that you can see in the chat. Ahab the Elder, Yoja, Ahab the Elder Yoja. Actually, he's been there around in the channel since almost the beginning, almost the beginning. And for a long time, I thought it was 2% different, because I speak with him. I've talked with him on Facebook and everything. And on Facebook, he doesn't have the same name. I think he's called Kenneth. I'm sure he's called Kenneth. And I connected the dots just recently about him, and he's an awesome guy. And man, once again, congratulations. You've been here since 500 subscribers. It's true. That's really cool. Aka vlog from Amir Khan. Please me subscribe, Bo. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Sorry, it's not a good thing for you. I think it's not. Maybe it's not what you want to hear, but when you do know YouTube doesn't work that way. If you start to subscribe to someone just to please him, it's not nice to him to do that, because if I subscribe to you, Aka vlog from Amir Khan, and I don't watch your videos in the future because I don't know, I'm not really interested into things that you made, or maybe like the algorithm doesn't show that to me because it's not my universe. The algorithm will start to think that your content is not good, and it will be a bad thing for you. So you really need to have subscribers that really are into what you are doing in your thing, because otherwise it's a really bad thing for you. So yeah, but anyway, I digress. Love your props. You deserve so many more subs. Mizim Tamar said, okay, thank you, Mizim Tamar. That's really nice. Thank you. So yeah, and yeah, what we have as, please. What my favorite props I've made? Bluegrass Speaker asked me was my favorite props I've made. Actually, maybe some of you will be disappointed about it, because I know that a lot of you are big Marvel fans. I know that because I've made a lot of them, but actually it's not a Marvel one. It's this one that you can see here. It's the Alien. I really love this movies, this saga, and mostly because I am a 90s child. You know what I mean? Even 80s child. I've born in 83, so 1983. So it's I'm 36, by the way, and so yeah, Star Wars is a big thing for me. I really love Star Wars, and I really love Alien, Predators. All these movies are all my childhood. So it's, but I really love Marvel too. But I'm a big fan of Marvel too, but it's just a little bit. I'm just a little bit less into the Marvel things. But I'm still a fan. But yeah, so that's it. I think my favorite props is the Xenomorph head, and maybe the Predator. And I saw this one. I really like Terminator, and the head was really. It's what I think. This one was one of the most difficult props I've made so far, because the problem with cardboard is making curves. When you make curves from cardboard, it's really difficult because it's not made for this at all. Like at all, you can when you have to make curves, you have to find tricks to do them in a really efficient way, and yeah, it's really difficult from cardboard. So that was really difficult because it's full of curves everywhere, and yeah, it was really long to make. And yeah, so yeah, favorite props. So yeah, I answer to it. That's nice. That's nice. Hey Kevin. Hey, who is else in the chat? By the way, can you hear me well, guys? Just let me know in the chat if you can hear me well. I don't know. I don't have the return, so I just want to be sure that everything is okay. Hello there. Hello, Gustav Rose. How are you doing, guy? Okay, loud and clear, say Kevin Kong. Thank you. So yeah, so yeah, as I said before, today is a special day for me. It's a celebration day because I just hit 10,000 subscribers. Actually, it was a few days ago. I think now I have something like 10,400. The last few days was crazy. I've made 400 subscribers. I think probably because of TikTok, because I started to make a TikTok, if you are interested about it, and it's works really well. In TikTok, I have now 33,000 subscribers on TikTok. It's crazy. I started 1 week ago, 1 week and a half, I think, and I already have that amount. It's crazy because I have actually a video on TikTok that explodes and made some. I think I have 3 million views on it. So yeah, it's crazy. I didn't expect that from TikTok, but yeah. So it was crazy the last few days, and yeah. I'm pretty fine myself. What about you? I'm fine, Gustavs. I'm fine. Yeah. So yeah, and I also wanted to say to you that, of course, it's not required, but super chat. You can leave me a super chat, but it's not required. And I want to thank you with something. If you leave me a super chat or something, I'm a little bit shy to just say thank you. So if you leave a super chat about, let's say, $5 or something or above, I'm gonna follow you on your favorite social media if you want to, and to support you and help you something. I think it's just a good thing to do if you do that. So feel free to do that. But of course, it's not required. I'm here mostly because I'm really happy, excited about this milestone that I've just hit. And I hope you can understand me, guys. Sorry if I make a lot of mistakes with my English. As I said, I'm going to screw up a lot my English. It's not my first English, so it's not my first language. Oh, no, that won't be necessary for me, but thank you for that. Okay. And yeah, so yeah. And so do you have, let me know. I don't see a lot of questions in the chat. Well, maybe I have to see that a little bit. Okay, me too. Craft, your work is awesome. Thank you, TD Simple Craft. Thank you very much. That's really nice. Okay. Hi, guy, you're amazing. Thank you, God Dark World. Thank you. That's cool. Very cool. Thank you. The Cardboardians. I love you. The Cardboardians said, "I love your creations. They are so detailed." Thank you. Actually, the details are the worst thing to make with this thing. It's a lot of people think that details are not important. A lot of people tend to make the props until the 80% of the props, and the 20 last percent, which are details making, usually they tend to not do to not do them really well, and it's a big mistake when you do that things. Actually, I'm always frustrated when I make a props, and before I finished it, and I don't sorry, I think I have to repeat that because I'm not clear. I'm always frustrated until I finish the details on it, because before that it looks like crap. You know what I mean? It's cardboard made. There is no details. There is no vanish, there is nothing, and it's always a lot of frustrations when so details are really important. You have to spend time on it. I would say that you would have to spend maybe 50% on working on the details, because details are the big thing. For example, if you watch that, which is Thanos Gauntlet, I think you all recognized it. Without the details, it would be crap. You have to do that thing, the little screw everywhere, and all that things are really important to make the props really good. If you forget to make some details, or you don't make any kind of details on it, but you have just the wolf shape of the cardboard thing, the result wouldn't be the same at all. So it's really important. And I know for this one, I'm sorry about that, but I know for this one, I make a little mistake on the templates. You don't have this part on the templates, but you have the draw, I think. You have the drawing that show how looks this part, but you don't have the templates just for these details here. And I regret that, because I would have to put that in it. Maybe I will try to change it later, but it's difficult now because I can't do the thing that I do usually with the pieces, because it's already on it, stuck on it, glue on it. So I can't remove it to make a template from it. So it's just a little bit complicated. But I know that some of you told me that it was a little bit annoying to not have this little part. So so what do you have a question? Do you have a questions about one of my tutorials, about steps, about... I just follow you on your TikTok, Star Gaming said. Okay, thank you. You'll see that on TikTok I do a lot of weird things. Actually, I don't know how TikTok works. So I tried things. I've made a duet with Iron Man lately, and, of course, a cosplayer who had the suit as Iron Man. And I tried things, and as I said, I made a few days ago a video that hit 3 million views. So yeah. Okay. Nothing should make your next video. Which prop? Dynamo Hero Gaming asks me, which will be your next video and which prop? Actually, I'm not sure that I think I'm gonna say that to you. I'm about to make something a little bit different for my next one. Just for next one. After that, I think I will back for the regular thing, maybe a Marvel props and thing. I think I'm gonna go back to a Marvel props really soon, because it's been a while that I didn't make a Marvel props, and I know that a lot of you want me to do that. But the next one is going to be a really slightly different one that is in a lot of movies, but not really a movie thing. It's actually, I'm about to make a shuttle space, the stroke that was very used by the NASA until I think 2012, 2011, and it is in a lot of movies like Armageddon, movies like this. But and it's a thing that I always wanted to make, so I decided to make it, and it's going to be a big one. So it's and really accurate with a lot of details. So yeah, and I think it will be easy for you too. I think it's probably going to be the easiest props and tutorials that I'm going to make. So I think it will be a cool thing for you to make, or maybe a cool tutorial for you to start with, because it's of course I made a couple of my props are easier than that, like I've made the Marvel stars, things like that was a little bit easier, but yeah. So it's going to be my next prop, and after that I'll see how you make your templates. How I make my templates? Dynamo Hero Gaming asked me how I make my template. Actually, the process, I made the process quite simple for me and for you, in order to save time, because the first tutorial that I've made, like the Millennium Falcon, for example, Millennium Falcon, the X-Wing too, from Star Wars, I've made them with, I just draw the shape on a software, and I made the measurement on it, but it was really complicated to do, really long to make, and like days, and not efficient for you. So I tried, and I think it works pretty well, but it's not perfect. But I tried to make a new way to do them. So now I just scan the pieces on a regular printers, regular scanners, and in real size, and I make them on the templates, and I just write the thickness of each element, because it's important, and you can see that in the templates, the thickness of the pieces. You can see that on the template. So I write the thickness, the number of pieces that you have to make, and everything. And actually, all you have to do is print it at 100% scale, and make what I show at the very first step of every new tutorials I make, which is just apply the templates. You cut the templates and applied them on your piece of cardboard to report, to transfer the pieces, and cut them after that. And it's a way easier for me, a way easier from you, I think, and also a way more accurate to do that way. Because with measurement and everything, when you have a curve to draw, or when you have a tricky shape to make with measurements, it's a nightmare, and it becomes to be really, I don't know. I think it's not a good way to do that. I think the best way is that. Hey John, shoot it out. Epic Cardboard is the best. Thank you, John Moran. Shoot it out. It's very, very nice. Thank you. And he loves this project. Bomuk UK say, hi, I really love your projects, Hurt, and can you please make something from The Witcher, like maybe swords or something? Actually, Bomuk UK, it's a problem, because I don't really make gaming stuff, because I'm not really into gaming stuff. I play game. I play some of game on PS4 mostly, but I'm not really into that. And I try to make my channel focused on movies, because it's a thing on YouTube you need to be really focused on YouTube to grow fast. So I can do that, but I think The Witcher is a really great game. I hear about it a lot. So it's for likely that the Hollywood and movie industry will make a movie from it. So you never know. Maybe when there will be a movie from it, I'll be able to make one of these, the sword that you mentioned or something. I really love you. Agreed with you, John. Thank you. Please say Shawan man. Please. Shumai Aman. No, Shaiwan Aman. Shaiwan Aman. Okay. You wrote it in a phonetic way. Okay. So say Shaiwan Aman. I hope you're okay with that. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. Daisy Chokes, hey, Daisy Cloaks said, hey, love your work. I wanted to ask about the way you use the tool to smooth out the corners. How long do you usually do this? Any tricks you could share having trouble getting smooth corners? Okay. So yeah, about the way you use to smooth. Okay. So for that, I think I'm gonna explain you how I do that. But I think if you want to see that by your eyes, by yourself, you have to watch some of my first videos, because in the first videos I tend to do that a lot, and I tend to show that a lot, this process a lot, more than today. More than nowadays. But actually, when I smooth the corners, the idea is using wood glue. The wood glue, you put the wood glue on the corners in a way that the glue enter in the corners, maybe you let that glue, dry slightly for 1 minute or 2, not completely, but just a bit. And after that, with the tools, you how can I say that in English? You smooth the corners with a small tool, not a knife, something not shape, something really like the back of a knife or something not really sharp, and that way you'll be able to smooth the corners. And because the glue will have dry slightly already, the corners will stay smooth and close. And yeah, but as I said, it's cardboard. It's a cardboard thing, so it's never perfect. The idea when you do something like that and all of this, the idea is to, the smoothing the corners or adding details or adding peppers at the end on the stuff. All of these details are important because they are together. There are a lot of details, and it's the amount of details that you do on this stuff that makes them really awesome and perfect. But if you watch each details separately, you'll see that it's not perfect. It's never perfect. It's cardboard thing, so it's cardboard made, so it's not easy to do something really perfect. Bermuk UK said there is Netflix series of The Witcher. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, you're completely right about that. There is a Netflix series, The Witcher. You haven't seen it? Yes. Actually, I've seen it. I've seen the first episode. It was not bad. I'm not a big fan. I thought that the first episode of The Witch was a little bit, I don't know, complicated with a lot of weird stuff. But I didn't get a proper try to it, I think. I didn't give it a proper try. I just watched the first one. And yeah, I think I have to watch a little bit more of it with Henry Cavill, the Superman, which is a great actor. Sorry, I think it's Russia. I don't speak Russia, so I think you have to maybe translate that and we put it in the chat. Mesam Tamar, Witcher is a TV show. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I completely forgot about it, but yeah, you're right. You're completely right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up soon, but we can speak. If you have some questions, let me know in the chat. I have a couple of minutes to speak with you about it. And also, I wanted to ask you which day will be the best day for me to go live for you. Because as I said, I plan to go live every week at the same day, at the same hour, but I don't know which day yet and which hour. So if you have an idea of when I can do that, if you prefer Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, or something like that, I think it won't be during the weekend because I try to publish my regular tutorials during the weekend. So I don't want the live stream, at the same time, but during the Saturday. I'm going to think that Gustave Messem asked me to do that Saturday. I'm going to think that's true. And maybe if everyone told me that he wants me to go live Saturday or Sunday, maybe I'll do that. But it's not the best for me. And yeah, Kevin, well, I'm not one to tell people what to do, so decision of when to go live is up to you. But I think that going live every week is very awesome, tiresome, and no, actually not. Actually, it's not that. Maybe now because it's my first one, it's my first live stream ever, guys. So it's a big thing. But actually, it's easier because I just have to set the camera. I just have to put some couple of things to be prepared to go live, and it's done. But my regular videos are way more difficult to make, because it's you know, I have to make something, and it's a really complicated thing that I do for my channel. So going live is not really hard to me, actually, and but I think I'm not sure yet that I'm going to do that, but this live stream are going to be unlisted. Maybe not this one, because this one is my first one. So I think I'm going to keep it public in my on my channel. But probably the following ones will be unlisted, so you won't be able to see them on my channel after the live stream. You will be able to see them from the notifications and when I'm live. But I think because it's a live stream can be really bad for your channel, and because they tend to be proposed for the viewers when they are after the live. And you know, it's a 1 hour thing. It's not a tutorial. It's just a Q&A with you guys, with the community. So it's not really attractive for everyone else, and it tend to drop the view counts of the months and everything after the live stream. So a lot of people that do live stream tend to unlisted them after the live, and it's really likely that I do that too. Not all of them, but most of them. I think most of the next live stream will be unlisted. I think not this one, I think, but I'll see if it's okay. But I think just the first one will stay on my channel, because it's a big thing for me. So do you have questions? We have yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Okay, what has been new Saturday? Okay. So yeah, so just let me know in the chat which day will you prefer, or if you watch this after the live stream in the rediffusions. If you watch this after that, let me know in the comment section which day would you like me to go live. Which day will be the best for you, for me to go in live, to go live. And again, sorry for my bad English. I know that I screw up my English a lot. As I said, it's live. I don't have the time to restart the thing and to work on my, to make my English really clear as I do for my regular videos. It's also, you have to know that it's also why I don't appear a lot in my videos, because the problem is that, I'm always a bit shy to speak too much on my videos, and because of my English. It's a real issue for me, but I work on it, and I think this live stream is going to change that quite a bit. So yeah, so failure, Kevin Kong said, failure is a stepping stone to success, my friend. It's exactly true. I'm so agree with you. I so agree with you. And yeah, and I think I watch a lot of big YouTubers that teach how works YouTube. They said the same thing, and yeah, actually quite like your accent. Thank you, Gustav. Okay, so yeah, so I think yes, if you don't have more questions, I'm just gonna check that. If you don't have more questions to ask me, I'm gonna wrap this up. But let me know if you have questions about something. Okay. Do you play Mythical Mystery? Ask me if I play games, mobile games, actually. Not really. I don't really have the time for mobile game, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, like my pizza bed, my profile pic. What? I'm not sure that I understand what you mean, Gustav. Question: what is your favorite movie? It's a good question, actually. What is my favorite movie? Well, I have not one, actually. I have a lot of favorite movies, but I think I would say, I think you probably wouldn't like my favorite movie, but my really favorite movie is The Shawshank Redemption. I really love this film. I think I watch it about once or 2 years. I know this film by heart, but it's not a science fiction one, so it's weird because I said before that I really love science fiction. It's true, but you know, the Shawshank Redemption is just it blew my mind when I was young. After that, I think, as I said, maybe Aliens, Predators, the first Predator, not the the first one with Schwarzenegger. I was really fan of this movie when I was young, and of course Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, my favorite Star Wars, and I love Star Wars too. So yeah. I don't speak German, Browell 2005. I don't speak German. I speak a little bit German because, as I said, I grew up in Switzerland, and a big part of this country is a German country. So, and when I had to do my military service, it was in the German part, so I had to learn a little bit to speak German. But to be honest, I forgot almost everything. I like the coincidence of having a pizza on your pizza bread. I mean, but what's your future plan with your props? Mythical Mystery asks me, what are my future plans with my props? I guess you mean what props I'm going to do, I think. My future plans, I have a list of things that I have to do, but I always have to figure it out which one will be the best one to make to grow my channel. Because actually, I'm on YouTube, you can't really make everything you want without thinking about what the viewers want. Of course, I would want to make a lot of things that maybe you don't know, but you wouldn't watch it. You wouldn't watch them. So I have to figure it out which of this one that I have in my to-do list. I have to figure it out which one will be the best for my channel now. And so it's a tricky thing. At the moment, I've made a lot of Star Wars props because, you know, there was the last Star Wars that came up a bit, so a few months ago. So it was a lot of Star Wars ones. But and when Marvel was a big thing, and it's still a big thing. I've made a lot of Marvel ones, and I'm going to make new ones because Marvel is not done. There will be more of Marvel movies, and so I'm going to make more Marvel ones. But yeah, Harry Potter. Yeah, Gustav goes make a Harry Potter one. Make one from Harry Potter. That will be very complicated. Actually, it won't be very complicated, and I really like Harry Potter, so I would love to make them. So as I said, it's not really trending. So I think I will make some of them, but at the right moment when, you know, because there will be Hollywood is always making new Harry Potter thing, and when you have a saga, it's a big thing for Hollywood, so they never stop of making it. So I will do some of them probably in the future when there will be maybe new movies about it. My cardboard Kylo Ren helmet. Kylo Ren. Gustav goes say, currently wearing my cardboard Kylo Ren helmet. Awesome. Send me a picture of it. I want to see it. I want to see this Kylo Ren. Add me on Instagram, and if you wish, send me pictures. You're very welcome, Mythical Mystery. You're very welcome. What was the joke? And the wand was the joke. Ah, the wand was the joke. Okay. Okay. Congratulations on making some NBA action figures. Dutan Tai ask me, how about making some NBA action figures? I spoke about it just a little bit before. I'm focused on movie things, so I can't really make things from NBA stuff like that. Sorry. No worries. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So it's great. It's cool. So yeah. So guys, I think I'm about to wrap this up. It was really nice to celebrate that with you today. And as I said, don't hesitate to have a look in the description box below. You have a lot of links about my stuff and the things I do. And I know that you guys, you have my community. If you, the 14 people that are here today are probably the ones that the most interested on my stuff. So it's from my heart. I'm really happy to see you in here. And so don't hesitate to check my stuff and to be there and comment and everything. I'm always happy to see you in there. It's a great thing for me. It's been a year that I started this thing. I started that exactly late December 2018. So it's a little bit more than a year, and so it's a big thing for me, and I'm really enjoy all of this. I'm trying to make a living from this, so it's not easy, but so thank you very much for that. And as I said, I'm going to be live again a lot. I think every weeks. I don't know which day, but I'm figuring it out very quickly. So let me know in the comments which day will be the best for you. And see you in the next time. See you in the next live then, or in the next tutorial. Bye.